Hi everyone, it's Trafotin. We're here for
Big day, everyone.
the Craig Federighi show. Oh boy, I can't wait.
Beth is fired up.
Their acting is so bad.
Rockwell?
I think this is the first Apple event that Phil Schiller's been in a while.
It's showtime.
It's way overdone, but they know that it's way overdone.
This is utter cringe.
Oh, the crazy heads.
What is this, for children?
Yes. What? So if parents hand their phones to their kids, you really think that parents aren't going to hand VR goggles to their children?
Here's your $5,000 headset, kid. Go play.
Thanks to dynamic foveation performed on the Mac.
That what? What is dynamic fo?
Dynamic foveation.
Can we use like normal words, please? What does that mean? Come on, what business is gonna buy VR goggles?
Microsoft did HoloLens.
Yeah, but even they gave up.
Oh, Michael, give Apple a minute. They just started.
Wait, they skated over that one. Mouse support?
Mouse support?
Now, back to
what?
Tim.
Wait, hard cut! Busted! Got ya! Haha! They really didn't care, they just phoned it in! Woo.
Do you think Tim is actually standing on the roof?
No. They were worried. He's so
Definitely
old, they're worried the winds would blow and he would just fall off the edge.
It has to be a green screen show. There's no way their insurance would let them do it.
They really don't care.
Oh, we're a bird.
It's
canonically
wow,
we're a
it's
bird.
A
We're a swift bird.
Wow.
If he's gonna do this stuff, he really has to be a better actor.
I appreciate Apple's embrace of it.
Oh, the Mother Nature one last time wasn't so bad.
It wasn't last time, it was 2 events ago.
Was it? Oh, that's because I missed the last one. Because it was at night.
I can select them all and easily place them along the bottom, right above the dock.
Wow! Oh my God! So amazing!
I was waiting
I've
for
never
that.
seen such a feature before. It's so crazy. How does such magic work?
If you're someone who's in the Apple ecosystem, that was cool. Okay, because especially if you've never used Android, you've always had an iPhone.
That's the equivalent of saying
That's
you're
cool.
used to being enslaved. But except this time, we're going to give you a cart, so you don't have to do everything by hand.
Not everybody wanted to make the choice of Android. It's not as if you're any less of a slave to Google if you use Android.
Custom ROMs. It's the answer.
Graphene. Ironically,
Not
though, you have to
everyone-
have a pixel
Yeah.
to
That's
run
equivalent.
graphene.
Well, you should just use Linux because it's obviously more free, and yeah, that's worked out so well for everyone. Says the Linux cast.
I'm the only one here who actually uses Apple products.
I have an iPhone literally in my hand.
I'm watching this from a MacBook Air.
I have iOS 18 installed.
Oh yeah, I haven't installed it yet.
Don't do it. It's horrendously buggy.
Wow, resizing widgets? No way! Crazy!
Yet we can't do split screen.
Nope.
Oh no, it's too much. We need at least another 10 years before we do split screen.
This is literally, they are trying their hardest to not give people Android profiles. They're like trying their hardest to make sure that you don't get profiles. It's maddening.
Hair Track Pro?
Hairstyles.
Cringe!
I mean, that's just
Cringe!
good science, right?
Cringe!
Anyways,
Yeah, you're using this app and you don't want anyone else to know.
The breaking of the fourth wall there just really sold it for me. Every email app does this already, Apple. Everyone.
Well, now Apple does it, so it's special because they do it now.
Oh yes, because that's what I want to do is give Apple my credit card.
Well, I mean, they already have all your credit cards anyway.
Now back to
very-
you,
I think
Craig.
it is
It is
actually
actually
MOV,
Is
isn't
it?
it?
that's
Wow,
No, they have
hard
it-
cut. Did you see that? What was that? Yes, he has both buttons buttoned on the polo shirt again. Yes. Nobody buttons both buttons on a polo shirt except Ron.
Well,
Wong.
evidently nobody told him that.
All right. Excuse me while I whip this out.
ensuring that the actor's dialogue will always cut through.
Just in case they were really bad at properly adjusting the audio, you can fix it in post.
If you use pages, keynotes, or numbers, there's a special place in purgatory for you.
Okay, pages isn't that bad, but like, if you're coding from your iPad, there is a special place in hell for that.
Hey, wait a minute. Winward, are you coding in pages on your iPad?
Yeah, no, I use Keynote to code on my computer. I make slides for it.
I think there was a little bit of a confession there somewhere.
I do use Pages. Pages is not bad.
The only Apple app that I use is GarageBand. That's just because that's the only way you can create ringtones.
That's right. We're bringing Calculator to iPad.
Trafotin, eat your words. There's a calculator now. Look, it can do math. It's a computer.
And now it's changing the way you do math. With a
Changing the way you do math.
Let's see it in action.
Math notes. Well, as
Hard
opposed
cut.
to notes.
Hard cut.
Do you see how it's updating the numbers? Is it learning my handwriting?
Yes.
So that it
God.
can then imitate my handwriting?
Yes.
Oh God, that's right, because Samsung had that plugin which like learns
My
on your
handwriting is so
handwriting.
good.
Oh my God.
Also, there's no way her handwriting is that good. That's just stock Comic Sans.
I can feel generations of teachers
you, Craig.
rolling in their graves.
Hard
I can
cut. Did you see that? Hard cut. What? What?
parkour.
The thing is, you can tell it's a stunt double because the hair is different.
Of course.
Through pages of my home screen.
You know, as much as I want to this, I will probably use this feature.
We gave your iPhone a VNC server that can be activated at any time.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm probably gonna turn it off.
He really does have the Force, doesn't he?
Fine. We're just going to make your phone part of your computer.
Whoa! Whoa! Windows snapping!
Whoa! No
Wow!
way! Is her vest green to indicate that she's not using a green screen? Because I feel like her green vest is just like a big FU
Wait,
to
no,
whoever
that means
was
we can
editing
replace it. And of course, someone's gonna put Ah Hey Gao on it because that's the very first thing people do when they see someone with green screenable clothing. It's like that video of the Queen with the green dress. Of course, people are going to replace that with something.
What possessed that woman to wear a green screen to a presentation?
I think Apple just wanted to ruin that woman's life.
Creating a stellar lineup of titles.
These games have been around for years. Frostpunk,
They're
Valheim.
stellar.
Control's been around since
Pal World.
2019.
We want to ensure that the outcome reflects the principles at the core of our products.
Capitalism? P. P.
Personal information, identifiable information. Yes! Yes! What is this acronym?
It's the brand new Python package manager. PIP.
Apple intelligence.
The rumors
It's not.
were right.
It's not artificial intelligence. It's Apple intelligence. Apple.
They had to have something they could trademark.
To understand and create language as well as images.
Oh, that's the first time I've ever seen that door open. I can now confirm,
It does
without
open.
a doubt, that door opens and you're not stuck in one room.
I had to let the dog back out.
You know, Apple, please just like don't take pictures of my screen every few seconds and then catalog them.
It's
I'll be
okay,
happy
they already
if
do
you
that on
don't
your
do
Mac, so they're only just bringing it to your phone.
It's not pictures, it's video. It's like full 4K video that they're taking.
No, that's Windows.
It can understand who my daughter is. The play
That's a little
details.
creepy, Craig. I'm not gonna lie. You know who your daughter is. Does it know where she's at right now?
It does, because
Yes.
his lock screen is his daughter's.
And find my friends is on.
Come on, let's not kid ourselves. We know for a fact parents use Find My to stalk their kids.
Details of your life to be warehoused and analyzed in someone's AI cloud.
So we'll just do it on your device and then upload it to the cloud. It's very different.
But traditionally, servers can also store your data without you realizing it and use it in ways you did not intend.
What? You upload something to the internet and people do bad things to it?
Servers can store data?
Your data is never stored or made accessible to Apple.
How does that work? What? Then how does it get it in the first place? What?
Siri understood what I meant when I said there. There are also certain times when you...
Which there? There, or there?
And Matt right now is resisting to rant about his life editing.
Someone spelled witch, W-I-T-C-H, but they meant the other one.
Wait, it's telling you how to schedule messages, but it doesn't actually schedule the message for you.
Right?
Sent from my iPhone.
That way people know you have one.
I like how the email automatically says sent from a MacBook wheel. That way people know you have one.
That cat's gonna be in my nightmares.
Well,
That one too. It doesn't look real.
How quickly do you think people will not use this feature?
Immediately.
People are going to use this for all of about 5 minutes when it first comes out, and then it's going to be exactly like Memoji, and no one's going to use them.
this is a call to all content creators and everyone in the YouTube comments right now. If your picture is a memoji, you need to rethink your life decisions.
Shame on you.
I'm changing mine to it. a memoji penguin. I can see it now.
That text is white on white. I could barely read it.
No, it's white on gray.
That's so bad.
Will identify distracting objects in the background.
I don't think there's anything wrong with having a bagpipe player in the back of my photo. I embrace that.
Sounds like a plus to me.
The question we need to ask ourselves is, why is there a bagpipe player in the background on the beach?
On the beach.
Maybe, I guess they're in Scotland, and that's just what they do there.
There's a bagpipe player in every video.
Every beach in Scotland, there's a bagpipe player. Apple told me so.
They just hang out there.
Starting out with the best of these, the pioneer and market leader.
What they don't tell you though is that you can't download
ChatGPT. Come on, don't you also want to put glue on your pizza?
Wait, we're not supposed to put glue on a pizza? Oh, shit.
Who puts ferns on their deck?
Coming up with stories for your kids for bedtime? Overrated.
Too much
We need
work.
the AI. We need the AI to do that for us.
Wait, are they also only doing that because that's exactly what ChatGPT did in OpenAI's demo during their event?
I missed that part earlier. You don't get the paid features automatically. You still have to pay ChatGPT for the paid features.
Wait, that brings up another question. What's the query limit? How many times are you allowed to ask ChatGPT to do stuff?
He also said it won't be logged. Does that mean it also won't be trained off of?
No.
There's so many questions there because it's such a split in two
Pandora's
experience.
box.
Like, some people are going to have one experience, some people are going to have another experience. Like,
well, stop thinking about those things. For you can get ChatGPT to come up with bedtime stories for your kids on your behalf, so you don't even need to interact with your kids. Why would you even
Wait a minute,
want
it
to
said the
interact with your
cat's
kids?
fresh food is frozen. That's not fresh. It's frozen. This is why you don't read AI prompts in these events, because they're all just wrong.
every single event has them like that.
Come on, you also don't want to visit a gay bar when you visit Mexico City? People are going to be testing this thing for all the new network calls that appear on these devices.
Little Snitch has never been a more important feature on your computer.
And I hope you are as excited as I am for the road ahead. And now, back to Tim.
In other words, it's going to get worse.
Hard cut.
Apple has a phobia of having an event over 2 hours, so they knew they were getting very close to the 2-hour mark. So
Yet they were willing to go over 2 hours when they were showing off the Vision Pro.
Well, there are exceptions to every rule.
So that's WWDC. We're just do round robin.
Yeah.
Windward, what was your favorite part?
Oh, jeez. I like the screen mirroring from my phone. I'll probably use that once or twice and then get bored of it.
And then you realize the
seems
VNC
great.
server's burning a hole in your battery and turn it off.
I don't like all of the AI features, and as much as Apple is like trying to prioritize the privacy thing, but I still don't like the fact
It's
that
okay, they're
you
giving
now
it to
have...
a company that doesn't care either.
Yeah, exactly. I still don't like the fact that, my device is watching over my shoulder. I wish they had instead said, hey, yeah, and by the way, you can turn it off. Which they did not say anywhere. Oh, I do like the calculator on iPad. Yay!
It took over 15 years.
I like the fact that I can finally italicize stuff in iMessages. But I could already do that because most of my conversations happen on Signal anyway.
The math notes thing is cool. You have to admit that the math note thing is cool.
Okay,
but
yeah.
It's not that there's an app on iOS that does all that stuff, and they just Sherlocked it. They literally took those features and put it in iOS, so it's not new. They usually have like $1 trillion to throw at it, and 90,000 Apple employees to code it or whatever. And usually the apps that they steal have 3 guys in a basement somewhere.
Gaming on Apple is still a joke.
Yes.
We expected that.
But my favorite part, the only favorite part that I had, was being able to customize the icons on the home screen. Everything else was trash. Like I go into these events every year with high hopes because I'm a closet Apple fanboy.
What, you don't want to be able to transfer money from one iPhone user to another iPhone user
Apple,
with touch?
I've never set up Apple Wallet in my entire life. I never plan on doing so. I have no interest in it. Don't need it. I have a physical card for that. Like, why do I need it on my phone, which I'm guaranteed to lose somehow? AI always makes a cool demo. A lot of times make a cool demo, but you can see the flaws in it. And then when you go use it, it works way worse than the demo. Like, and it's almost universally true of every AI demo you've ever seen. Like, oh yeah, okay, that looks cool. And then you go use it, and it's like 10% of the demo. And you're like, oh.
The AI voice enhancement in Apple TV, that seems interesting.
Craig Federighi doing parkour? I don't know. Like, the problem I have with this event, and I think this is showing a lot of, panic from Apple. This is all stuff that everyone else has done already. Everything in this entire event is stuff that every other company has done already. Being able to move your icons on your home screen. Google already did that.
That's not a new problem.
Being able to straighten out your notes. Samsung already did that. Yeah. Having the AI features, OpenAI and Google already did that. It's sort of like the desperate attempt to say, "Hey, we're still in this."
Can you think of one thing in this keynote that was something that Apple's actually done first? Like, one thing. Like, I can't.
Window tiling.
No.
The AI generated emojis. That's new.
No.
Nobody asked for that.
Okay, so the only thing I can think of that is kind of unique to Apple is the control center thing that they did. Like, no one else really does a control center like that. And they have different pages and stuff like that. Now, I always get disappointed by these events every single time. And it's always notifications. Like, I've had an iPhone.
Do you know what Apple did that no one else has done? Shaking your head no to deny a call.
There's still gonna be people going like this, trying to deny a call, and it's just not gonna work. Like, why? Damn it! Why is this working?
Guys, you're forgetting about the one important thing. Is a response to shareholders. Because they need to get the money. You announce AI in your thing, even if people perceive
everyone's
you're behind.
like, you need to use the AI hot word. And Apple's like, no, we won't. Apple intelligence.
But they see it. They're jealous. Like Adobe announces their new AI thing. Boom, stock prices go up. Google announces their new AI thing.
That's asserting
Stock prices go
dominance.
up.
That's what that's doing. Saying Apple Intelligence is saying, hey, yeah, you know that keyword everyone's been doing? That's ours now. We are the captain now.
The only reason they called it something different was to trademark it. That's the only reason why.
All right, well, that's it for everyone.
Privacy is dead.
At least
more
on,
dead than it previously was.
At least on Apple and Windows, but it's okay. Linux and custom ROMs await you when you change your mind and actually do
now.
Until we have canonical AI. We just see it now.
Canonical AI.
Don't give them AI. Don't give them ideas. Stop.
You know it's going to happen eventually. I mean, it may be 10 years from now because they're slow, but eventually Canonical or Red Hat, one of the big companies, are going to have something to do with AI. I guarantee that eventually one of these companies will do something with AI, and then the entire Linux community will freak out. Like,
it's okay. They already did it. It's called recall. It's
yeah,
not even in Linux yet.
It's gonna be so much worse when it's actually in Linux.
Guys, why don't you go leave a like on this video? Leave a like on this video if you
liked Craig Federighi's hair helmet.
Hair Track Pro.
Hair Track Pro.
his hair helmet that he had in the opening sequence.
Like this video if it's for science.
Also, go follow the Linux Cast at the Linux Cast on YouTube, Odyssey, and Tilvids on PeerTube.
He is great.
And on iTunes as well. I don't know what other, and what, Spotify and Stitcher?
I'm literally everywhere. You can't get rid of me. I'm like a cockroach. I'm literally everywhere.
Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and have a great rest of your week.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.